Coming up, I'm going to be giving you an update on everything coming to Disney Plus in the next year for Marvel Studios. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So we haven't even finished off 2024 yet, but Disney is getting ramped up for 2025 because a new video was released on Disney Plus last night, kind of giving us a bit of a promo of what's going to be coming to Disney Plus over the next year or so. Now, the video kind of quickly disappeared, but obviously that's gone right across the internet and I've been able to watch it. And yeah, we've got lots to talk about. So yeah, this is kind of, I think, a video kind of maybe to tie in with the release of the finale of Agatha All Along, which obviously drops later today at the time of recording. And yeah, just kind of getting everyone sort of revved up to kind of keep their subscriptions going if they're Marvel fans. So let's jump in and go through the list of stuff that was revealed in this promo video. So first, Deadpool and Wolverine. This brand new film will be dropping on to Disney Plus on Tuesday the 12th of November. Interesting enough, that is the sort of anniversary date for Disney Plus. So we don't tend to get movies dropping on Tuesdays, so that seems to be tying in with that one. It's been about 110 days from the time the movie got released to Disney Plus. That kind of fits into this like 100-day kind of rule that we seem to be kind of going into. So I did wonder whether or not it was going to be held back for another week or so for Thanksgiving, but looks like we're going to be getting it then. So looking forward to watching it. I'm sure this one is going to be huge when it finally drops onto Disney Plus. I think a lot of people are waiting for it. But so many people have gone to see it. So like 1.3 billion at the box office. Big money. Big movie. And obviously that's going to be one of the major new releases for Disney Plus in November. Shifting gears then into December, we're going to be getting the third and final season of Marvel's What If. So that's going to be dropping on the 22nd of December. We don't yet know if they're going to be following the similar thing that they did last time, where they dropped an episode each day over Christmas, or if it'll be a binge drop or weekly. Yeah, that hasn't been confirmed, but at least now we've got the date of at least when the first episode drops. So obviously with What If, we've seen the first 2 seasons, and it's going to continue that with new episodes with unique stories, kind of giving us different versions of classic remakes of some of the movies. We're now going to be seeing some rather strange episodes in here. We've got like a cowboy Shang-Chi. We've also got like a road trip with the Winter Soldier and Red Guardian, like Gundam, like robot kind of things with Captain America. It's even going to be like a musical episode. So it's going to be a bit freaky with that one. But yeah, looking forward to seeing with this one. It's a shame it's kind of coming to the end at the end of the 3rd season. For me, it's like a show that they continue to go. But it does look like Disney are trying to wrap up the multiverse and kind of get rid of everything because it's just not hitting what they thought. Let's now jump into 2025 with the first release in January on the 29th. So we're going to be getting Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is an animated series which was previously called Spider-Man Freshman Year. And it's kind of like a prequel to a Homecoming, but it's kind of multiverse. It's a little bit different characters in here. Art style is kind of based on the original Spider-Man comics. It looks interesting. I'm sure with the recent Spider-Man movies and animated shows and stuff like that, this will be popular. But yeah, not yet sure if that's going to be a weekly release or all at once. Again, we've only really kind of got the premiere dates for this kind of stuff. So looking forward to seeing what they do with this one. I'm a little bit skeptical. This is the one show that I'm a little bit like, is this going to be any good or not? But we'll have to wait and see. Then on March the 4th, we'll be getting the first new episode of Daredevil Born Again. So we got to see the kind of first look at this series. Now this kind of first look stuff has been shown off at San Diego Comic-Con, D23, and probably no doubt most of the stuff is also going to be shown off at the upcoming D23 Brazil event taking place in November. So we kind of get to see Daredevil doing lots of action stuff. We get to see the Punisher in here, the return of Kingpin. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to see what it is, but it's kind of one of those things of, if you've been on the internet, you might have probably seen kind of some really grainy footage of this, but nice to see kind of proper confirmation. And this one's obviously going to be a weekly release, and that will then keep us busy for a while. The next big release after that on June the 24th is going to be Ironheart. This is a 6-part series. We've already seen her introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. A continuation of that one. She's going to be fighting the Hood. And this show was initially announced back at the Investor Day in 2020, so it's taken a long time to get done. They wrapped filming a long time ago. I was like the D23 event back in 2022 when they were talking about it. It was supposed to just be coming out the next year. They've kind of delayed it a number of years, so put more effort into the special effects and stuff. So it should be good. Again, I expect that's going to be another weekly release kind of thing. You'd expect that kind of thing from one of these big live action shows. So Ironheart in June. Then going into August, on the 6th of that month, we're going to be getting Eyes of Wakanda, a brand new animated series, which is kind of like an anthology one where it kind of goes into the past and history of Wakanda. So that one should be interesting to see what they do with that one. Then in October, we'll be getting Marvel Zombies. So this is a 4-part series. It's kind of like a spin-off from What If, and yeah, it just features the zombies. That's the one animated show I'm really looking forward to, because the zombies episode from What If was my favorite. And yeah, looking to see what they do with this one. I'm going to be R-rated. It's not going to be pretty. This one's really going to be for the adults. So I'm looking forward to the zombies one. That one's it. And then in December, we're getting Wonder Man, and we've got our first look at the new series. This one again looks very, very different, set in Hollywood. Yeah, this one's, I think, going to be... The trailer didn't really give a lot away, other than the fact that it's like he's like filming and trying to get the part of Wonder Man. No special effects, no big VFX. I mean, it's still over a year away, so they've still got time to put that in. But yeah, kind of cool to see them kind of officially confirm it. We know it's coming, and we've pretty much now got that lineup for 2025. Now, obviously, as well, we are going to be getting some films. We'll be getting Captain America: Brave New World coming out in cinemas in February. Then in May, we'll be getting Thunderbolts, and then in July, we'll be getting the Fantastic Four. So obviously, like, again, 100 days later or after that, we'll then be getting those movies dropping onto Disney Plus. So a very, very, very packed year. A lot more than I thought. So when I initially kind of was like looking at this stuff, I was going, it seems a lot. Seems a lot of stuff. You know, with Marvel trying to cut back, that's a lot of projects. I wouldn't have been surprised if some of the animated shows bumped back into the following year. Maybe the same thing. I'm wondering with Wonder Man whether or not it could be kind of a bit like the end of December, and then it kind of rose into 2026. That might be kind of one of those things for that one. We've seen it before where they kind of literally released the episode on the last day of the month. So technically it counts, but then it's pretty much primarily then a year after. So I think Wonder Man is going to stretch into 2026 as well. But very big lineup. As I said, I was not expecting Wonder Man next year. I thought that was going to be a little bit later. Maybe the same with some of the animated shows. But yeah, very, very packed year. It does feel like, you know, these shows have been rotating and kind of going around for a long time. We are going to be seeing Marvel reducing how much stuff it's making. A lot of the stuff like that's coming out next year, this has been in development for years. Some of these shows got announced like 5 years ago, and we're finally getting them, and they've not really announced what's coming after that. And I think we are going to be getting a lot less. But let me know what you think. Do you think this is a lot? Which ones are you looking forward to? Love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Later.